Hello and welcome. My name is Alan and we are back with more Know Your Members of the 119th Congress. For this video, which is late, we are looking at Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, who is one of the two senators for the state of New York. She is a Democrat, and before she was elected to the House of Representatives, she was preceded in office by Scott Murphy, and before she became senator, she was preceded in office by Hillary Clinton. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at who Kirsten Gillibrand is as an individual. She was born in Albany, New York on December the 9th, 1966. Earned an A.B. from Dartmouth College in Hanover, New Hampshire in 1988. Earned a J.D. from the University of California, Los Angeles, in Los Angeles, California, in 1991. Has been a private practice lawyer, a special counsel for the U.S. Housing and Urban Development, before being elected as a Democrat to the 110th Congress and the succeeding Congress as a representative, serving from January 3rd, 2007 to January 26, 2009, when she would resign to become a U.S. Senator, appointed January 29, 2009, to fill the vacancy caused by the resignation of Hillary Clinton, with the appointment taking effect upon resignation from the House of Representatives on January 26, 2009. Would be elected in 2010 in a special election for the term ending January 3rd, 2013. Re-elected in 2012, 2018, and again in 2024 for the term ending January 3rd, 2031. Now, let's go ahead and look at the committees she is on. She is on the Committee on Appropriations, of which she's on the Subcommittee on Agriculture, Rural Development, Food and Drug Administration, and related agencies. The Subcommittee on Commerce, Justice, Science, and related agencies. Subcommittee on Department of Interior, Environment, and related agencies. The Subcommittee on Military Construction, Veterans Affairs, and related agencies. And the Subcommittee on Transportation, Housing and Urban Development, and related agencies, of which she is a ranking member. She's on the Committee on Armed Services, of which she's on the Subcommittee on Cybersecurity, the Subcommittee on Emerging Threats and Capabilities, and the Subcommittee on Strategic Forces. She's on the Select Committee on Intelligence and the Special Committee on Aging, of which she's a ranking member. Now, let's go ahead and look at her top 5 individual donors and contributors over her last elections, this last election cycle for her. Because remember, she's a senator, not a representative now, so she has 6-year terms, so she don't have to be elected every 2 years. At the top, number 1, we have AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, which is a pro-Israel lobbying group that advocates its policies to the legislative and executive branches of the U.S. and is one of several pro-Israel lobbying organizations in the U.S. and has been called one of the most influential lobbying groups in the United States. As of 2025, it says it has more than 5 million members in the U.S. It was founded in 1954 by a lobbyist for the Israeli government, partly to counter international criticism of Israel's Kibbutz massacre of Palestinian villagers that year, and became a powerful organization in the 1980s. In 2002, it expressed intent to lobby Congress to authorize use of force in Iraq, which it then would defend the Iraq War in 2003 at AIPAC events. In 2005, Pentagon analysts pled guilty to espionage charges of passing U.S. government secrets to senior AIPAC officials in what became known as the AIPAC espionage scandal. It proclaims proudly it is a bipartisan organization. All that means is it bribes both parties. And it is just a despicable, horrible organization. Altogether, they have donated $480,614. And once again, that's AIPAC. Next, at number 2, we have Corning Incorporated, an American multinational technology company specializing in glass, ceramics, and related materials and technologies, including advanced optics, primarily for industrial and scientific applications. It was founded in 1851, being called the Corning Glass Works for most of its history. It was known during the 20th century for its consumer product lines, such as including Corning Ware and Vision's pyroceram-based cookware, Corel Vitrel tableware, and Pyrex glass bakeware. It divested its consumer products line in 1998 by selling the Corning Consumer Products Company, later Corel Brands, to Borden. In 2014, it had 5 major business actors: display technologies, environmental technologies, life sciences, optical communications, and specialty materials. It is involved in 2 joint ventures, Dow Corning and Pittsburgh Corning, and it completed the corporate spin-offs of Quest Diagnostics and Covance, now Fortrea, in January 1997. It develops and manufactures Gorilla Glass, which is used by many smartphone makers and is one of the world's biggest glass makers. It is one of the main suppliers to Apple Incorporated since working with Steve Jobs in 2007 to develop the iPhone. Corning won the National Medal of Technology and Innovation 4 times for its product and process innovations, and continues to maintain its world headquarters in Corning, New York. And it also established one of the first research labs there in 1908. All together, they have donated $182,105, and once again, that's Corning Incorporated. Next, at number 3, we have Davis Polk and Wardwell. And they are an American multinational law firm headquartered in New York City with offices in Washington, D.C., Menlo Park, London, Madrid, Brussels, Hong Kong, Beijing, Tokyo, and Sao Paulo, and is recognized for its work in corporate law, litigation, tax, and financial regulation. It operates as an all-equity partnership and consistently ranks among the most profitable law firms in the world, with profits per partner exceeding $7 million. It was originally founded in 1849. Altogether, it has donated $144,451. And once again, that's Davis, Polk, and Wardwell. Next, at number 4, we have Latham and Watkins. They are an American multinational law firm that was founded in 1934 in Los Angeles, California. And it is known for litigation, corporate, and regulatory law practices. They have 29 total offices, with the largest being in Manhattan, New York. But yeah. Altogether, they have donated $112,205. And once again, that's Latham and Watkins. Finally, in 5th, we have Paul Weiss et al., the full name standing for Paul Weiss, Rifkind, Wharton, and Garrison. Usually just known as Paul Weiss. It is an American multinational white shoe law firm headquartered in New York City that is historically focused on litigation, but shifted towards corporate law after Brad Cart became chairman in 2008. It has offices in Washington, D.C., San Francisco, Los Angeles, Wilmington, Toronto, London, Brussels, Tokyo, and Hong Kong. The predecessor firm would be founded in April 1875 as Samuel William Weiss and Julius Frank. Altogether, it has donated $105,093. And once again, that's Paul Weiss et al. Now, let's go ahead and look at the top 5 industry donors and contributors over the last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have Securities and Investment, who altogether have donated $2,367,188. Next, at number 2, we have lawyers and law firms, who altogether have donated $2,018,665. Next, at number 3, we have retired, who altogether have donated $1,866,605. Next, at number 4, we have real estate, who altogether have donated $684,310. And in 5th, we have pro-Israel groups, who altogether have donated $610,854. Now, let's take a look at all her donors at a glance. Individually, APAC, boo, suck. Corning Incorporated? You know what? We'll go, fine. Because they're a big company, but it's not really bad things they're developing for the most part, so. Davis, Polk, and Wardwell. Ooh. Latham and Watkins. Ooh. Paul Weiss et al. Ooh. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of law firms. Industry-wise, securities and investment. Boo. Suck. Lawyers and law firms. Ooh. Retired. Great. Absolutely wonderful. Real estate. Ooh. Pro-Israel groups. Boo. Suck. So, yeah. But, looking at that, sucks ass balls. It really does. Retired, great, and Corning, the rest of them, no. But, as I said, this has been a look at Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, who is, if I can get my mouse to work, I hate this. I need you to scroll down. Come on now. Anyways, Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, who is one of the two senators for the state of New York. As always, educate thyself. Where did I go? Think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. And it's got to be decent sources. It can't just be a blog entry or unproven article or whatever. But I'll be putting my sources in the description box below the video. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.